Hey, everybody, welcome to A Kiss for Luck. I'm Steve Wolf,
I'm Charisse Wolf.
and we are ready for Preakness tomorrow. Let me introduce our panel of guests. First of all, from Northern California, our regular handicapper, Michael Crutchfield. How are you, Mike?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me again, Steve.
Awesome, fantastic. And we also have a Superfecta King from Orange County, Todd Harper. How are you, Todd?
I'm doing pretty good, guys. How about yourselves?
We're doing
Good.
well, doing well. And last but certainly not least, from Live and Breathe Horse Racing, Track Gabe Vartanian. How are you, Gabe?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
All right, fantastic. Glad you could make it here today. Well, it's Preakness tomorrow, and we need to talk about Preakness. So, um, a good husband that I am, I better let Charisse talk first.
Oh,
Charisse,
oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, gentlemen, here we go. Well, no surprise to my husband and to Mr. Harper there, who I'm going to go with.
What is it?
Yeah, Gabe. I know you know too. I'm going to stick with Mr. Baffert. I really like this one horse, goal oriented. If he can get out in front, which we know Pratt is going to do from the rail, if he can sustain, I think he can go wire to wire. The track should be reasonably fast, maybe a little off. Are they predicting rain in the morning, Steve? Do you
no,
know? You
no,
don't know. Okay.
no rain, no
Well,
rain.
oh, no rain. Okay, so I'm singled in the double from the Black Eyed Susan. By the way, the winner of the Black Eyed Susan today was none other than Flavian Pratt, riding Margie's Intention. $7 to win. So I am alive in the double, as I'm sure your wife is, Caroline.
Hmm.
Todd, your wife, Caroline, our good friend. And we're going to go with that. So number one, goal oriented to win the Preakness.
Super duper. Mike, who you got?
Well, again, it's hard to get away from the two, but I see a scenario where actually American Promise, the three, can get to the lead. Again, the last his last race at when he won the Virginia Derby, that horse ran a one on the sheets and went 45 and 108 and at the mile pole, they were at 133. If he repeats that race, he's going to take some catching, and I do think that the three will be on the lead.
Okay, sounds good to me. How about you, Todd Harper?
So, my pick is going to be the number 8. Um, and that is because I want to make some money. Um, I want to make some money, and because I want to make some money, I'm going to have a superfecta on this race, and I can't leave the one out. I think the 8-1-5-2 is my superfecta bet. I'm going to key that. It's going to be 8-1 with the 8-1 with the 5-2 with the 5-2 for $1. That's it. That's a $4 bet.
Beautiful. Well, if that comes in, it is gonna pay, sir. How about you, Gabe? What do you got?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to do anything crazy here. Journalism is the horse I'm going with. I'm going to be singling and multis and so forth. The horse I'm mostly afraid of would be the 8, Clever Again, and maybe the 6, River Thames. Maybe one of those two. Those are the only two I see winning. Never been a big fan of American Promise. Actually, I think American Promise is going to get the lead in here, like Michael said, but I think by about the 3/8 pole, he'll be laboring. I've never been a fan of Sandman either. I've always thought Sandman was an overrated horse who is a name. People like to bet it because of Metallica and so forth, so don't like him. I think River Things and Clever Again are overmatched by journalism. But if journalism doesn't run its best race or doesn't like the track or something, I think those are the two horses, especially Clever Again, who Todd picked. I think Clever Again has the most upside and probably will be laying about third or fourth in here. That's what I'm thinking. American Promise will get the lead. Goal oriented will be close up in second, has to from the rail. So I'm thinking when American Promise starts going backwards, then River Thames and Clever Again will be the horses to inherit the lead. and then journalism will come and mow them both down. So I'll be going exactas 2 to the 6 and 8, and trifectas 2 to the 6 8 to the 1 6 8, and maybe I'll put Sandman in for third. I'll see how I'm feeling then, but I think journalism is the horse to beat. So,
Okay. All right. Sounds good. I'm going to do Sandman just because of Metallica. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just doing it because it's the only dead closer, and we'll see if he can close. But if he can't, he can't. But I'm with Todd. I want to try to make some money here. There's only really one way to do it if you're going to win bet, and that's what we were talking about. But if you're talking exactas, definitely, I think I'm going journalism on top with 4 of the horses that we all just talked about. So. The Preakness it is. Okay, Gabe, what else you got for us? How about Santa Anita picks?
yeah, I got a Santa Anita pick for you. It comes in race 4. Race 4, and it's the number 7 Special Flower, and I'll explain real quick. I think she's just better than this field. This field is filled with a lot of plotters and hangers, horses that are 1 for 15, 2 for 20, horses that typically run second and third. Then you have the 2 horse in here who is from Mahoney Valley and Belterra and so forth. So I think the 7's just a better horse. She beat the boys 3 back. She barely lost last time to allowance horses, and now she's going back to claiming horses. And I just think she's just better than this field. She's got the best gate jockey out there with Edwin Maldonado, so I expect the horse to get out there and have the lead or lay second right behind the 3. And like I said, this field is filled with horses that have ran 15, 20 times. She's only ran 7 times, and she's a 6-year-old. So I'm going to go with the 7 Special Flower, race 4, Santa Anita.
Fantastic, sir. I like it. I like it. Thank you very much for coming on board here for us, Gabe. And you can find Gabe at Live and Breathe Horse Racing Facebook. It's a group. It's a great group. Lots of people, a lot of good handicappers. So you can find them all there.
Thank you for mentioning it, and I love the show, and you look great and looks nice in HD and so forth. So I really like what we're doing here, and I look forward to being on here again. It's
All
a good
righty.
show.
Thanks, Gabe. Appreciate it. All right. That was Gabe Vartanian. Okay, on to Mike and his pick 5.
Yeah, thank you. And again, I'm pretty excited about this pick 5. And again, it's at Pimlico, and it's starting in the 5th race. And again, I usually start my tickets off depending on how large the field is and who I think are the probable winners. Usually I started off a little heavy at the beginning, and then I pare it down towards the end. So anyway, in the 5th race at Pimlico, it's a $90 play, pick 5. And again, you can take a horse out or put a horse in. Again, this is just how I'm going to structure the ticket. And in the 5th race, I'm going to go 3, 4, 7, 11, 13, with my first preference being number 4 at 10 to 1. Horse got into a bunch of trouble the last time, and I believe that horse is going to be motoring home late. So in race 6, again, I'm going to use 3 horses here. I'm going to use the 3, 5, and 7. And again, the 3 and the 5, very good class horses coming off a layoff. The number 7, who I'm going to probably make as my best bet of the day, Striker Has Dialed. Again, at fair odds of 3 to 1, I think that horse is going to get the acid test today, stepping up in class. That horse has won 3 in a row, I believe, and that horse will be very tough. Number 7, my best bet of the day, Strike Has Dialed. And now I'll go ahead and go to race number 7. Again, I'm going to use 3 horses here. I'm going to use the 1, 7, and 9. And again, I think that my top choice going to be the 1 and the 9. I think if you put 10 to win on both of those, you'll be safe there. And then I'll go to the 8th race. And again, I'm going to use 4 horses here. I'm going to use number 6, Keep It Easy, number 8, 1-900, number 9, Perfect Force, and number 10, Touchy. Now, this race here, I really believe that the number 9 is going to run big and could float up in price. And again, if I can get 5 or 6 to 1 on that horse, I'm going to play that horse to win along with the 6. Okay. And finally, Steve, let's hope that I can get a single home to round out my pick 5. And again, in the 9th race, I like the number 2. I think the 2 is a horse that there's a bunch of speed in that race. And I think the 2 can be single. So then again, it's No Way Houston. And again, if you want to play an exacta box, I would go 2, 4, 8. And that's my pick 5, Steve, a $90 play.
Fantastic. Yeah, that is great. And it will pay. It will absolutely pay if it hits. And let's hope it does. So, Todd, let's go to you and your Superfecta. You got something for us Saturday night?
You know I do. Come on.
Every race.
Yeah, well, let's just give you guys one. We're going to start off the night on race 1. I'm looking at the 3, 8, 6, 7. And normally I wouldn't do that. 3, 8, picking the 3 on top. Normally I wouldn't do that. But that's Angie Aquino, and I just can't not. She's just her win average is just, it's just she's gonna win. So Betting Fever is the on top, keyed with the 8, and then we got 6, 7 with 6, 7. But I also have to mention to you guys, everybody has that bet that they always make, right? No matter what it is, no matter who the horse is. And for me, it's 8, 6, 7, 5. So I will be doing an alternate bet of 8, 6, 7, 5 on that first race.
Todd, please tell us why 8, 6, 7, 5.
Well, because it's Jenny.
It's Jenny. 6,
Right?
7, 5, 3 for the high 5, right? 8, 6, 7, 5,
that's
3.
right. That's right. 8, 6, 7, 5, 309. If there's ever an opportunity to make that bet, that for me, that's just the bet that I make. And a broke clock is right twice a day. So there you go.
Amen. It's true. And Charisse and I were next to you when you cleared $7,000 for an $8 bet or whatever it was.
Let me
8, 6, 7, 5.
Let me take you back to that day. It was Thanksgiving last November, my birthday weekend, my big 6-0 weekend. The 4 of us were at Del Mar. Saturday, November 30th. We're sitting in our favorite restaurant over the paddock, and Mr. Harper brings it home on a $2 straight Superfecta. Correct, Todd?
Yeah, I think it was.
And it paid him over $7,000.
Yeah.
7,200 if I
amazing.
Right. Yeah.
Amazing.
Wow. It happened.
It happened. It happened.
So this is my theory on my Superfecta bets. Obviously, that time it happened, Charisse, because it was the 8, 6, 7, 5. So I'm gonna be betting those numbers anyways, just because they're my numbers, right? Mm-hmm. But if you look into the stats on win rates overall, just in general, the favorite wins the race 30 to 35% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That means the favorite loses that race 70, 65% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
So, I feel as though if I'm going to add value to my wager, I'm going to go with not really necessarily the favorite, because how often does the favorite come in second or third? Or then there's the other adage of if you ain't first, you're last, right? So if the favorite's not going to win, well, they're just going to be way back in the field. So that's why when I'm looking at like tomorrow's race at the Preakness, that's why I went with the 8152, putting the favorite way in the back.
Mm.
Yeah.
And we're going to get value out of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. If you're going to bet $4, you don't want to win $8, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, Steve, I think that's a great strategy. What Todd just said, and again, I look for value, and what he's talking about is what makes horse racing great. He has a totally different strategy than the four of us, but you know what? He's had success with it, and you got to stick with what brings you success. So my hat's off to you, Todd. Stick with what brings home the winners for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I've seen Hurricane. We call him Herrikin Harper. Hurricane. Now, a Superfecta, Mike, $20 straight. Boom. So if it pays $50 for a dime, $500 for a dollar, times 20, he gets back, what's my math? 2,500, 5,000, something like that.
Sounds like 10 grand to me.
Yeah. Is that what it is?
Well,
he's hit a lot of those ones.
We haven't had the largest ticket that we've hit was the one in Del Mar, that 7,200. But I'm really focusing at Los Alamitos. I know a lot of guys out there are all over betting all everywhere throughout the week, whatever. I like Los Alamitos. I know the jockeys, I know the trainers. That's where I'm at, and so it's a night out. Well, most of the times it's 2 nights out because they're running Saturday and Sunday, and we're there Saturday and Sunday. If we're not at Charisse's house, but the value at Los Alamitos is if I do a $20 ticket and it hits, I'm taking the pool down. I mean, let's just face it. And the Superfecta pools at Los Alamitos, they're averaging $17,000 to $22,000. So it's not like we're playing at Santa Anita or Del Mar doing that kind of thing.
Sure. And you're right though. You got to stick with what brought you to the dance, and that's what you do. So that's a good thing. Before we get out of here, I want to give a couple of picks out. Santa Anita, because I know Gabe gave you out the 4th race. I'm going to give out the 6th race. It's a maiden special weight, and it's a 6.5 furlong. It's the turf chute, not down the hill, but the chute that goes way back to the new construction out there on Colorado Place. And in the 6th race, I like the 5, Titanic Thompson. And Nick Alexander's got a great way of naming horses, man. He names them after people. And this horse, I think, is going to come into a good one. He tried the turf first time out. He first was dirt, didn't like it. Tried him on the turf. Obviously, he did. He almost won that thing at 2-1. So I think he's got it all over this field at 5-2. So I'm going for Zoo and Miyati on Titanic Thompson. By the way, that is a guy in history that they made the movie Guys and Dolls after. Sky Masterson, which is Marlon Brando in the movie. Well, they named that, they did that movie based on his life, Titanic Thompson, because they said that he was a hustler, gambler, pool shark. He could do anything. He's just one of those guys going from town to town. And so he got his nickname because Titanic's going to take you down. He takes everybody down. So anyway, that's a little side note, but look him up. It's a very interesting story. So the other race I have is Churchill. They've got another great card like they always do. 10th race at Churchill. I'm going 5-1 on the 2-horse Parchment Party. Bill Mott and Jimmy Graham. And they have awakened, I think. They started off really sharp, this horse, a couple of wins. Something happened. They bumbled around. Then he came back with a 2nd place finish at Keeneland. I like his work pattern. the number 2 Parchment Party in the 10th race at Churchill Downs at 5-1.
Hey,
Reese, you got anything?
yeah, I'm going to give out my price play for tomorrow at Pimlico.
Okay.
Gentlemen, get out your pens, papers. Here we go. We're going to go to the 12th race at Pimlico, and I'm actually going to, Todd, that was your wife texting me. Is she in the other room?
Well, this is a professional recording, honey. Keep talking.
Oh, she gave us the exact amount of Todd's winnings on November 30th. $7,641. Woo!
Yeah.
And boy, did we party that night in Del Mar. Okay.
Yeah, we did. The bookkeeper got it right.
Back to the 12th race at Pimlico. I absolutely love this horse for Safi Joseph. Number 7, Cash Equity. Irad Ortiz is on 15-1 morning line. I think he fits here. Let's see. We've got 1 1/8 miles. Yes, he can go the distance. He'll probably lay fairly close. I don't think he'll be out on the lead. Pay attention to Safi's 20-1 shot as well. The other Ortiz brother, Jose, is riding number 5, Abrumar. But I say all systems go. Number 7, Cash Equity. Box it with the 5, Abrumar for the exacta.
Love it.
Right?
Like 15-1s, and Safi Joseph 26%, 31 to 60 days off. So
and excuse me, Mr. Harper, this fits right in with your 8675.
I was just going to ask
box.
you, are there 8 runners on that race?
What?
Are there 8 runners on that race?
Yeah.
Yes, there are. Yes, we've got the 8 Crystal Quest with Paco Lopez for Michael Trombetta at 10-1, and the 6 Balnikov, Phil Diamato. 9-2 with Flavian Prat on board. I think the Harpers and the Wolves are going to have an 8675.
There you go.
Ashley's singing Jenny in the background, guys.
yeah, why not? Why not? Right. You got anything else for us, Mike? What do you think?
No, I think looking forward to the big day tomorrow, and I just want to wish all the listeners success tomorrow, and kiss for luck. Make sure you kiss for luck and the heavens, and you're gonna have good luck tomorrow.
You got it. How about you, Todd? Anything to add?
No, I'm feeling way, and it's everybody has some good luck tomorrow, and it's going to be a fun day watching the Preakness.
And what are you going to be doing tomorrow night, you and Mrs. Harper?
We're going to be hanging at the Wolf's house.
We're going to be playing LCR.
Having cocktails around the fire. Well, I don't know. Are we going to light the fire tomorrow night?
After games,
Absolutely.
Yes. We're going to be playing LCR, and our daughter and son-in-law are going to be there. 14 people are playing. Todd, it's going to be a huge LCR pot every game. So
I need to buy back this phone.
All righty, folks. Well, hey, thanks very much for tuning in to A Kiss for Luck. All right.
Yes,
Have a good Preakness day, and you all take care. Bye-bye now.
Bye.